We are homeless. We're all in our sheds except for Kev.
I'm in my study. It's like a shed, but not quite that good. Yeah.
All right.
Here
Welcome
we
to
are.
Knife Making Down Under. We'll just wait a few seconds until somebody's watching because it's all about people watching.
It's all about the watches.
All about the watches. Most people who collect knives, collect watches as well. Did you know that? A lot of people
collect
do.
watches. I collect watches.
Right. So we've got a few. What's going to happen tonight, guys? Just to put it out there. What's going to happen tonight, guys? Is nice.
That's just one of the many.
I'll get my fishing reel collection out in a minute. What we're going to do tonight, guys, we're going to just pull some guests out of our audience, and we're just going to do a Q&A and introductions and, understand what everyone's been up to in the last 12 months. It's kind of just that kind of evening. I really explained that badly. Kev, can you take over? What are we doing tonight, Kev? Stop looking at your phone.
I'm trying to set up, what I'm trying to do, looking at my phone, is I've got a new phone, which I really like. It's an overseas phone. It's a OnePlus 6T. Really cool phone, but setting up hotspots so I can use my roaming data, is an absolute pain in the ass with it. I still haven't worked it out yet. But that is not why we're here. We're not here for me to try and set up my mobile hotspot. We are here because it's Thursday. It's 8:30. We're going to have a drink. We're going to bring people on randomly to have a chat, see what they've been up to. Hopefully it's been pretty exciting. Hopefully it's been mildly related to knife making. And here's our first person on now.
If anybody wants to come on tonight, be assured, all you got to do is send me a message on Facebook. I've got my messenger open, and hopefully I can coordinate everything and you can join us tonight. But in the starter, yeah.
Anthony Kittle. Anyone would think that it's a fucking circus when he comes on, because he's a fair fucking clown.
There we go. So if you just flick me a message, if you want to come on, you'll be most welcome. So, lads and laddies, G'day, Luke. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Well, that's all right, mate. We couldn't think of anything better to do, so we just thought we'd do this. No, we do it every week, mate. It's doing the party.
Yeah.
It's become a weekly deal.
I don't have a reputation to wreck, so I'm pretty good. So
neither do we.
No, I was going to say. No, as far as I know, my reputation is pretty shit. It can only get shitter.
Ours hit rock bottom back in the pubcast days of we've just before we started streaming live when we were blind drunk recording podcasts. That was where I think that was our low point.
Oh yeah.
There was some messy.
Yeah, there were a few very, very fuzzy Friday mornings that I'd rather not go back into, where it was a case of fucking, do I eat or do I spew, or do I spew then eat?
I don't know.
Fridays used to be a pretty unproductive day for a while there.
We've got another Facebook user. Click the link up the top. I'm finishing off a bottle of.
Oh yeah, Dalmore.
Yep. Dalmore.
Corey, was it a full bottle before you started?
Of red.
Not entirely.
Not tonight. What do you got there, mate? Diablo what?
Ginger beer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
Made on the Sunshine Coast.
Luke, I don't know if you've ever had it, right? I love ginger beers. I can't drink beer anymore. So I'm onto ciders and ginger beer. But if you ever get a chance, you got to get one from Broome. It's called an Angry Ranger. It's ginger beer with chili. Did you guys have that one in Perth?
That's what this is. Ginger beer with chili.
Oh, the fucking copycats. They copied the Angry Ranger. No, it's all good. It's all good. Ginger beer with chili. Awesome. Owen, it's a fantastic drop, mate. Sorry, guys. Owen's asking me how the Dalmore's is. It's really, really nice. Smooth. It'd be better in a glass, but the bottle narrows the... I don't know. Fuck it. No class. All right.
No glass, no class. We know.
No glass, no class.
I was having a couple of Carlsbergs before because I was standing in line at the local, what I refer to as the chocolate and wine shop, which is otherwise known as Aldi. And I always line up in aisle 1, so the alcohol's right there. And they had Carlsberg cans, 4-pack of 500ml cans for $10. So I had a couple of those, but they're really easy drinking. And when I went to get another one, they were gone. So red wining.
We drank the bar dry of all of the ciders and shit at Perth the year before and this year too. I think we drank them out again.
That does not surprise me at all.
I have about 2 drinks on anybody's, and about 3 or 4 I'm asleep. So
yeah, I don't know. It's not pathetic. It's the way it should be. I just need to drink half a bottle to sleep. So anyway, let's move on. Luke, tell us, mate, about yourself. Luke, you've joined us tonight from sunny Sunshine Coast, Queensland. You're just in from the Sunshine Coast, aren't you? Have I got that right?
Yep, Sunshine
Gold Coast.
Yep. No, Sunshine Coast, Nindri, Sunshine Coast, on the side of a mountain. Got a property, had a big shed on it, and got into knife making about 3 years ago. Good community. Doing okay out of it. Enjoying it. Trying to get other people involved. I think my name is Mike Smith for people that follow me on Facebook.
Yep.
That's a dog in the background rolling around on my bed. It's not.
No,
not anything else.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll forgive you. There's a few people commenting that they grew up around there and that. So Nindri, yeah, is that right? Nindri.
Yep.
How do you say it?
Nindri.
Anyway, Nindri. All right, cool. So, Luke, you've been making knives for what, 4 or 5 years now?
About three out of Melbourne Steel.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Pretty poorly. I'm getting better. Don't claim to be amazing, but I'm making progress, seeing progress, which is nice.
You've got a bit of an epic workshop up there, I believe. I've seen photos.
Yeah, I'm a car and bike enthusiast. I'm an ex-mechanic, ex-toolmaker, ex-horticulturalist. I work for the local council and make knives on. Just finished 2 tonight, so I made that blacksmith's knife. I edged it and put an edge on it, so it came out well. It was a collab between me and Jay Cross. Had the hammer in on the weekend. Had about 30 makers, beginner makers. Excellent. To well-known people. Just want to get people involved.
That's epic, and I believe you got some really good coverage out of that as well.
Yeah, ABC did a interview. Came up in an interview. The radio. We've been called back to go back and be in the studio because there was a good response to it. We had a photographer from one of the EDC groups come out and got some just great photos. Lots of Jay Cross because he's a good-looking beardy guy.
Covered in tats and all the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually he slept downstairs. So this is a micro home we're in now, and it's a converted shipping container. And there's a lounge room below the bedroom section, and I coaxed him into the lounge room at the end of the day, and we fell asleep talking knives, just like back and forth until I just passed out apparently. So
mate, what happens at the Hammer Inn stays at the Hammer Inn, okay? We don't want to know about you coaxing your dates into the rooms and all the rest of it.
You don't have to find like creative ways like, oh, we were talking about knives.
Yeah, come back to my place and talk about knives.
We had a few. We had Mark Finlay, Jay Cross, obviously, Tim Kingsford, a heap of other makers that are well known, and a lot of beginners, a lot of people interested. So it was a good day, and the people that slept over, we made low level layered Damascus or billets the next day on my tiny 4-ton prep, whatever it is. So yeah, it worked good. Everyone went home with billets, quite large billets. I don't know where the camera is.
Excellent.
Yeah, enjoy it. I want other people to enjoy it too.
No, excellent, mate. And opening your shop is always such a fun experience. I used to do that really, really regularly. My wife now screams at me for doing that. So, but anyway, that's all right. Yeah, what can you say? It's all good. So Luke, what sort of knives do you normally make? What the fuck's that noise? Is that your dog? Mert, is that you?
Was that me or you?
No,
Nah.
I was on a mute, man. It's not me.
All right.
It's not me, man.
I'll figure it out. Oh, it's all right. I'll figure it out. It's not Kev.
I broke it.
No, I just went on mute. Might be coming from Luke's one.
Yeah.
There you go. It's gone.
Yeah. No,
that's all right.
No, it's coming from Luke, but it could be better now. Let's give it a go. And I'm bringing Anthony in now as well. Guys, don't forget tonight, if you send me a message, tonight, guys, I'll bring you in probably more than one at a time, and we'll have a chat. So just flick me a message on Facebook, and Australian makers that are watching tonight, by all means, jump on and tell us your story. Luke, that noise is killing us, dude. I got to say, thank you very much for what you've done for the industry and having that hammering. Everyone, get on and follow Luke. Maker Smith, is that right? Make Smith or Maker Smith? Luke?
I can't hear anything.
Right. Have a good one, buddy.
You're out. He's got the hand of shame over his face. And here we go.
It happens.
Look at this fella.
Something's going on with this, Mike. Who've we got? We got Anthony Kittle, and I'm pulling in Matt Snake. Guys, if you want to join in tonight, just click me a message on Facebook.
This is like my fucking... Snake. You know what this reminds me of? With Kittle and Snape on here. It reminds me of my fucking phone every day. It's like every day.
I've got nothing. I've just got nothing to say.
And Kittle's gone. You bum it. Get him out there.
You've offended him.
He was frozen. It's called Port Lincoln Internet.
That's Kevin never offends somebody, would he? Surely not.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of offensive,
what happened, Anthony?
For the benefit of the audio podcast, Anthony Kittle's just joined us with a massive beard and moustache, looking something like Gimli. It's Sausage Man.
That's not Anthony Kittle. It's Sausage Man. Shit.
That was
How
weird.
are you, Jamie?
I was looking for Anthony. Yeah, good. How's everyone going?
Well, wondering why you were quiet there. What's happening up in Sausage Land?
And then I'm all up in it.
What's happening up in Sausage Land, mate?
Yeah. We had the hammering on the weekend, which was fantastic. We had about 17, 18 guys here after it. So,
Was that at Creative Man HQ or at Jamie's place?
No, at my place, mate. Yeah, I did one here. Awesome. I think the Bjorn did one on the Sunday. Some boys in Melbourne. I think most of South boys knocked it on the head with their micro lockdown. I think Kalgoorlie Boulder guys did one. There was Luke's one, and then there was another one up in Brisbane. Mick Windsor, one of the Bucksmiths, did one. And I think Troy hung out at an hour and, made an act by himself. So there's a few things going on there.
What happened with Troy?
Oh, Troy just sat at home and hammered by himself.
Oh, fuck. Well, he is in Nowra, but yeah, still.
And I think some other lads, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but the guy that was making the armour at the symposium. I think it's Hammer and Scales. They had a hammering too. So yeah, awesome.
Excellent. Yeah,
And there's probably a couple
Epic.
other
And if
guys
you
out
haven't,
there.
and for those that are listening as well, Epic are hammering this weekend coming up. They're Everly. If you want details, flick me a message. That's run by the Knife Art Association, and it's just our final fundraiser for the year. So we're looking for absolutely anyone that wants to come, really. Anthony, how are you? Can we hear him now? No.
He's worse than me looking at his bloody phone.
Look at him. He's wondering when we're going to start.
What are you doing, Kettle?
And now Mert's disappeared. This is
Mert disappears all the time.
Just another day in the office for us, mate. We know all about this shit. How you going anyway, Mr. Snape?
I'm doing all right, thanks, Corin. How's yourself?
Good, mate. Tell everyone about yourself. How did you get into knife making, Matty?
Oh, wrong place, wrong time. Don't know, mate. It's probably a similar story to everybody else. Just always keen. Grew up in the bush. Actually grew up my formative years out around not far from Lee, out at Deniliquin. And although,
awesome.
we lived in town, but most of my mates were out on properties, and we had friends that did a lot of shooting and fishing and all that sort of stuff. So, got the Swiss Army pocket knife off my grandparents for like my 8th birthday or something like that, and I reckon I still had that knife until probably the last few years, and now I can't seem to be able to find it. So that's vanished down a hole somewhere. But sort of got into it.
It'll turn up when you least expect it. Those things.
It'll
be in a safe place.
Yeah, I'm probably one of those. Yeah, I'm probably one of those people that that sort of always had a sort of a partial interest in this sort of stuff and a fascination with the more traditional trades and all that sort of thing. Because my father and brother are both tradesmen, and I probably one of those people that started watching or saw Forged in Fire and went, "Oh, this looks like a bit of fun. I might get involved with that," and then ended up coming to Sydney Knife Show and meeting some of you blokes a few years ago, and just been sitting on the periphery ever since.
Nah, good on you, mate. Good on you. It's nice to have you there and supporting as well. Who have we got now? Will. Matthew Donaldson.
How we doing, guys? I thought I'd represent with wearing the shirt.
I was going to say, that looks like it's fresh out of the wrapper.
This is my suck up shirt. This is how I get on the podcast.
I'm glad it's not your suck off shirt. That's
a different shirt. It's got a hole in it.
And stains down the front.
They're definitely garlic sauce for sure. Come in and disrupt the podcast. This is what I do.
Oh dear. It's bad. It's bad when Corin puts his head in his hands. That's it's
bad. I've run out. I'm done.
Yeah.
Sorry, I made a fresh one before I got here. It's gin and tonic.
It's a good summer drink.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
It's getting warm. The whiskey's gone away. The gin's come out.
I just turn the air conditioning up more and keep drinking whiskey, but it's okay.
Not all of us can have air-conditioned workshops.
It's up there.
Yeah. I was hoping to do some
jealousy.
work. I'm still hopeful on doing my 3 Proby knives by December. And I was hoping to do some work in the shed this weekend. And then I looked at the weather forecast this morning. It's like, 41 degrees. No, I might be staying in the house, I think. That's nuts. Yeah.
My wife and I were
especially on the coast.
Yeah, my wife and I were going to go for just a day trip up to Junee on Saturday. And then we had a look at the forecast, and it's going to be 39 and windy. And it's like, fuck that. So we're going to stay a little closer to home.
Yeah. It's nicer summer climate where you are, Kev.
Oh, for now, we actually had it was a mild sort of summer day today, only low 30s, but really nice cool breeze popped up in the afternoon. It was unreal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
it's not getting.
Have to
it doesn't
get
seem
up
to be
earlier.
getting any. Doesn't seem to be getting any cooler.
No. So we just have to get up earlier, work harder for those first few hours, and then call it a day. Have a a little snooze in the afternoon, siesta, glass of red, some Kransky, a little sleep.
I'll drink to that, Kev.
That is definitely my plan for this weekend. I actually roped one of my mates in to be my hand sanding bitch for this weekend. I have a desk full of Damascus knives that all need to be hand sanded.
Yeah,
and these are only the ones that are here.
Yeah, that's
I'll keep supplying him with beer and gin, and he should be
Band-Aids.
How is the
Band-Aids
going, mate?
Oh, don't worry. I keep a stack of them on my desk in my hand sanding area.
Look at that. It's the Band-Aid crew today.
That was actually a piece of G10, like a piece of 0.5mm G10 from Gamaco. And I just roughed up the surface of it, and I was just, wiping the dust off it with my hand, and just opened me up like a paper cut. I'm like, you bastard. But I've got another good one on my thumb at the moment, which is proof that super glue works really well as a field dressing. Because that was one of those.
It was invented for, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Americans invented it during Vietnam, I was told. But that was one of those things where you're doing something. Actually, I was cleaning up a 3D print, but cutting towards myself. I was like, just sharpen my pocket knife. It's like, I really shouldn't be doing ow. And it's like,
the way.
Yeah, that's deep. And it was one of those ones where it's like, right, I'm just going to hold my fingers on that, and walked up to the shed, got the super glue out, couldn't get the lid off the bloody thing, ended up poking a hole in it with a flaming scriber so I could, put the super glue on. But actually, the son was there, Brett was there and helped me out with that one. So, yeah. And then, got that sorted and it stopped bleeding. And then 5 minutes later, did exactly the same thing again, just on the same thumb. So,
Well, to do it once
idiots,
makes an accident. To do it twice, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, basically. That's the way. It's like, yeah. How many fingers you got left this week, Kev?
Oh, this one here was a bloody decent little cut, but it was for I'm making this bloody 325mm blade length prosciutto knife, fucking thin, out of 12C27, and silly me, because trying to hand sand that on my little hand sander thing, you got to protrude the blade through to get to it, and I just moved my hand and I had a big chunk of flap of skin, which I haven't looked. I taped it up 2 days ago, and I haven't been keen to look at it since. And fuck, it hurts.
Yeah. I tell you what, too.
And then today, this one today was just a bloody little paring knife, and of course it was. I'll just do this and stab myself in the fucking finger with it.
Yeah. I've brought Troy into the stream, but I've had to mute him because he's trying to play guitar and. That's just rude.
Hey, so that's
even better. Because that's when we can say. That's when we can say things like, "Troy, we love you, Kalele."
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Oh,
so this is
he's gone.
Hang on. Let me write that one down. That's for Dad's Jokes Australia.
I tested out the dust. I tested out the dust collection in my workshop during the week. This is my workshop at the moment. Well, it's not at the moment. I cleaned it up, but that's just from cutting. I'll give you a fucking no guesses. It's Juma.
Oh.
Was that all the Juma?
No. There's a section. White and black was after it. That's another pile though.
Wow.
It's epic.
That's a lot of mess.
That looks like you shouldn't have any blocks left. It's just turned into dust.
I know, but it was like pallets of it, so it's different.
Oh, jeez.
That was a pretty fun experience. But what I did learn is that dust collection system that I have, where I've got a fan in the back of the shed that blows it straight over the public walkway, works beautifully. It's
right.
I'm glad that's working a treat, mate. How many people walking past were covered in shit though?
It doesn't though. It doesn't. Because it hits those vines out the back, and the vines are all white on my side, and there's nothing past them. It's like a nature's filtration.
Just the Christmas
cleaning.
Beautiful. No,
I was going to
did a great
say
job.
before, guys, with the cuts that you get on your fingers when you're playing with things with sharp edges, who loves going to the supermarket and sort of putting the disinfectant on your hand, the sanitizer on your hands?
Yeah, all the time. I love that shit. But I'm into that.
Oh yeah, that feels good. Yeah,
Listen,
That's when you find the ones you missed.
yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
That's just amateur. For a start, you don't disinfect your hands when you go in the supermarket. But what you need to do is when you've done a big meaty flesh cut and you kind of forget about it, that's when you go and glue up a full tang handle and go grab the acetone to clean up the top and spill the acetone a little bit that goes over the Band-Aid, soaks the Band-Aid, and then you have a little bit of both an interpretive dance and a lot of colourful language coming out of the workshop for about 25 seconds, because that's exactly what happened to me today. I can tell you now.
I reckon you need to top that off, Kevin. Set fire to yourself at the same time, and I reckon you'd have.
I should have just dropped a hammer on my fucking foot or something like that, because it so hurt. It just hurt a lot. But at the same time, it was a 34 degree outside temperature. I've got 5-minute epoxy on a full tang handle that I'm trying to clean up whilst buddy looking through a half squinted eye and squealing and crying.
So we've had
worked.
in the interim period, we've had Troy join us from Nowra Knives. Troy, how you going, mate?
Yeah, good yourselves.
Yeah, good as gold. Thank you for putting down that little guitar. You can pick it up again in a second and play us a little tune.
Oh no, I can't play any tunes.
Oh, there's a very little guitar.
I've got a smaller one.
He's no good at the ukulele, but he certainly likes to fiddle a bit.
So just for everyone out there that's joined us, if you want to join us tonight, flick me a message on Facebook. Let me know. I'll send you a link and you can come on live and tell us about yourself. Give yourself a plug. It's open mic tonight. Unfortunately, Mertz had to leave in a spit of coughing due to catching some virus at the local shopping centre recently.
Pizza place.
He should have used some hand sanitizer and found all the cuts.
You should have gargled the hand sanitizer.
Oh, gross.
So anyway, if you come in, you'll be in the backstage for a little bit before you come on. So just be prepared for that. And happy days. So Troy, tell everyone a bit about yourself. Where you're from, what you do.
Started out smithing, making truck and car springs at Illawarra Springs in Port Kembla when I was 17, and basically learnt the hard way how to drill spring steel for the first 3 or 4 years. I got really good at sharpening drill bits, and then just basically started out hobby knife making, and then I met this guy called Coronel into Picton, and then I went up to his hammerings a couple of times, bashed out a couple of knives.
Cleaned up a big pool of blood. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. There was a lot of blood, wasn't there?
I still got the anvil.
Yeah, really. I don't want that one at my house anymore. Anyway, that's all right.
And now I basically make knives in the backyard, and I teach knife making at Everly Works.
And for the first year ever, this was the year you bought a table to go to Blade Show. How'd that work out?
Worked out good. They refunded my money. So I got all my money back from that. I don't know whether Daryl got back the flights for the tickets, the money for the tickets, but not sure.
Mate, it's all right. There'll be another one. We'll all be inoculated. Trump's invented a virus, just a vaccine. He's going to pump us all full of it. We're all good.
Yeah, isn't that just hand sanitizer?
Yeah, a bit of that. Yeah, it's all right.
I thought it was bleach that he wanted to pump us all full of.
Acetone.
Gotta love the dude.
I post on Twitter.
I get on Twitter now,
brake cleaner,
and I post on his comments. I post on his things. Watching you destroy America is like watching the train wreck in slow motion, dude. But he doesn't reply.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
What do you got in your hands, mate? That looks like a bit of San Mai, Creative Man, the Creative Man Damascus with a acrylic handle and a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's the latest one you did in Forge.
That's the latest one that I basically got tennis elbow and thought I'd grind something.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Ah, getting to that stage.
Shut up, Kev.
Yeah, but I didn't think that was from playing tennis, mate. It's all that action, isn't it?
No, it's
Thank
from
you.
battery. It's from battery
Hey,
grinders.
wasn't it because you're on grinder?
Yeah, but not that kind of grinder.
So, Matthew, tell everyone about yourself. I don't think I gave you the opportunity. Where are you from?
Oh, yeah, I started making jokes before I could actually introduce myself. I am Eucalypt Blades. I was pretty much started making knives about 3 years ago now. It started out with a railway track and a bit of rebar, which turned into this little butter knife thing that I keep around to remind me that this is how it started.
You did your best, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Right?
But now
Don't
I'm
show
trying
anybody
to...
ever again.
Yeah, that lives on my bar. It cuts lemons, and not very often because I got sharper knives.
So it's not a dag scraper.
No, it is not. Not yet, but that's not a bad idea for it. But at the moment, I'm pretty much trying to make...
Matthew, you've got Kev's Christmas present sorted this year, mate.
Everybody needed one of them.
Needs to be bigger.
He needs a new paperweight.
I thought he needed a dag scraper, but anyway.
Yeah,
Everybody needed one of them during COVID. That was insane. Yeah, running out of toilet paper. Fuck, nearly forged one for yourself. If I hadn't bought all the supplies in Picton, I would have made one. Anyway.
If you're real man, mate, you would have used your worn out belts.
I actually used.
We've been looking for a use for worn out belts, haven't we?
What's he getting?
Oh,
I'm not sure I want to know.
I could have used the Reaper belts from the group buy, but I don't have them yet.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look. So what you do?
Kev,
I'll show everyone this. This is the neat trick, right?
The one square white.
What you do, you get one piece of toilet paper. This will last you. One roll of toilet paper will last you forever, right? You fold it in half. Fold it in half again.
That's how I caught syphilis.
And
I don't know where he's going with this.
That little bit.
Oh, don't worry, I kept it. It's right here.
Yeah, that little bit's real important.
Yeah, I know.
It is.
I know. So
Why
now you can wipe yourself off.
Troy?
You wipe yourself off. Clean your finger, and you've got a little bit to get under your nail. Fucking cold.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's all. You would have done that in cadets, sausage man. You'd be all over that in cadets.
Oh, yeah, but it was Clint Eastwood toilet paper, mate. Didn't take shit off arseholes.
Yeah, rough, tough, and won't take shit off assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if you guys watch that. What's his name? Steve, 1987, does the ration packs.
Yes.
Yeah, man, you put me on it.
1989.
Crazy, that guy. He'll eat anything.
Look at the toilet paper they supply in ration packs in the fucking Boer War before he eats the bully beef. Anyway,
looks like
Steve, 1989.
They supply like a 180 grit or something.
That's his shit.
What I found funny.
True.
Before the coronavirus, we actually had the symposium, so that was coming in that little sort of lead up to it, and we had our international guests all in panic. But I had a few people around at my place leading into the symposium event, and knowing what it's like to have about 8 or 9 blokes around at your house, I went and bought about five big bulk packs of shitter roll for that weekend. So when coronavirus hit and people were down raiding the shelves and out picking up things, I was using that like a fucking rope climbing thing, like wrapping it up to about 800 ply. Yeah, that rolled it up and folded it till it was about 800 ply for each single wipe. It was like the king.
Guys, I've just had a special guest enter the background, just in it.
We haven't got out. We've got a special
Knife maker.
With a lot to learn. It's Timmy. He's a handful of trouble at every
Timmy,
turn.
what's going on?
Timmy leaves the
Gamaco Artisan Supplies.
and goes out into the trying to be cool, he's not.
Knife Making Down Under podcast.
And he's always having such a lot of fun.
Timmy.
G'day, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. It's Timmy.
Yes, cheers, Timmy.
Is that glass from the
Timmy.
sperm bag?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How
You
are
know
you
you made it
guys?
when you got your own promo music.
That's it. And Sausage Man's got the only vocal piece in it, trying to mop up the mess at Knife Camp. But anyway, there you go. So, in the interim, for the benefit of those that have joined us on the podcast, Timmy's the guy that hasn't got the last 3 podcasts out because he's supposed to edit them, and then he just gave me the finger. Owen Ward, 2 fingers. Owen Ward has joined us as well. Owen, give the guys in the crowd a little bit of a shout out about what you do and who you are, and about that car. I'll put some pictures up while you talk.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'm a bit of a
Well, take me
new
to the
maker on the scene, really, and been playing around with it for about 3 years now, but really new, probably really only 10 knives deep so far. So really grinder time, not so much as years, but I'm really enjoying it so far. And I've just taken the plunge and gone and done my 3 submission knives for the Pro B membership for the guild, and yeah, it was a pretty good experience so far.
Excellent. And you're in Melbourne?
I am.
So
All
those
free and
knives.
clear at the moment.
So yes, that's epic. And those knives have been sent off to Shawnee.
I took them down to him. Went and did a bit of a shop tour with him as well. He's only about an hour or so from me, and yeah, no, it was really good. He's apart from say Dean Cassai, he's pretty much the only other maker I've ever met so far.
There's
there's the beautiful girl
Dean's a good
flying.
bloke.
Yeah. So you did. So Sean gave a presentation. Those that were in there was 180 odd people for that presentation.
Yep.
A few weeks ago, and you watched that presentation. I remember you saying you were going to do it, and so you've gone and done it. How did you go? What was it? What was the process like? Tell everyone about it.
Well, I guess before you go and submit your paperwork, I guess as part of the process, you get all the information from the guild website, and it comes included with the checklist of things that that your state rep's going to look at when he assesses your knives. They're the guy that wrote the whole criteria and the checklist. So it was good to actually go straight direct to him. The knives are pretty much scored out of 20. Peter Griffin.
For the benefit of the listeners, Kev
has been abducted.
I can't tell what
Spit
difference
my
between
drink
that and
out.
Kev.
I give up. Keep going. All right. Tune in live. It's more fun. Owen. So keep going.
It's scored out
Keep
of
it down
20,
there.
and you've got
Yep.
to yes, your knives are scored out of 20, and for probationary membership, I believe you've got to get. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's at least minimum of 50% on all the items, and for full membership, I think it's 18 out of 20 for your full member knives, I believe. And yeah, I kind of fared fairly well. Look, there's a whole lot that I can improve on, but I snuck across the line.
Sorry,
Back up,
Kev.
Kev.
For those people not watching this, it's become really evident that Kev's
licking me through
bored.
the screen.
or
Go on, Kev.
there's a gas leak in his house
Lick it.
because
Someone hand
Not used
Kev a
to having
knife
this-
to hand sand.
I'm
I
not
think you
used to
need
having
something
this
to
captive
do.
audience on screen.
geez, I'm glad I wasn't your teacher, Kev. Oh, can you imagine him as a child? That's just,
So, Owen, you can share with us if
Imagine
you
him as a
passed or
child. He's
not.
a child now.
The most
I did.
important thing is, did you learn anything?
Absolutely.
Was it worth doing? Yeah.
Oh,
Tell us about it. Was it worth
100%.
anything? Was it
Even had I failed, the whole process is absolutely worth doing, because your state rep's not going to just shit can your knives and just go, you know, these are a piece of shit. Come back when you got something better. If they pick on something, it's a positive criticism, and they're also going to reinforce that with, you know, if it was me making this knife, I would do it this way. They'll steer you on a path pretty much for every item, and that's what Sean did with me. There was a shit ton of information, and I probably didn't soak it all in because it was just all coming, you know, at you really quick. But I would like to.
You've gone robot talk. Damn it. Never mind.
Fell down a hole.
No, we'll talk again in a minute. Let's flick it around.
All right.
Timmy, introduce yourself to everyone who doesn't know Timmy. Fuck, they can't not know Timmy.
Oh,
You've got your own bloody intro.
Fuck, if you don't know Timmy, who the fuck are you?
Who's Timmy?
no one important, I guess.
I just thought, guys, you should do some merch. You could do like Timmy bobbleheads.
Fuck's sake.
I
No,
give one to Kev.
Timmy bobbleheads.
Yeah.
I have one.
no.
Tim, we could do a live reenactment. Hey.
Oh, yeah. I'll go get the whiskey. No. Well,
Some bubbleheads. Personalized bubbleheads from $39. Yes.
no,
Nice.
no. Well,
Yeah, sorry,
It's
someone
even
was saying
a-
something useful. No, Tim was talking. That's right.
Tim was talking.
Yeah,
There's
you're
nothing
introducing
useful.
yourself, Tim.
Oh,
Yeah,
g'day,
yeah, you
everybody.
better keep
My
going.
name's
You
Tim.
better keep going, Tim. You better keep introducing yourself while we read.
Oh, God. That's nice. Do we really have to do that? That's not.
We've got to get a
that's
GoFundMe page going.
Do it. Gamico specials.
GoFundMe.
Oh, look, corporate bulk orders.
Fuck yeah.
We just
Timmy
need the Gamico
bobblehead.
shirt. There he is. Look at it. Oh,
Hey.
that's Chad. That's
That
scary. Tell me that's not Chad Smith.
That's Chad.
Where's Cole?
Oh, fuck. So
That
for
looks
those
like
that-
Angry Cole.
if this gets to a podcast stage, for those that are listening, we're looking at bobbleheads.com.au. We're looking at doing a Timmy time bobblehead. And we've just seen some other bobbleheads reminiscent of some makers that we know.
Anyway, there's a sausage man.
No way.
True story. He's got a pipe and he doesn't have a mustache.
Nah, his beard's not long enough. Not even close.
Leprechaun sausage man.
Too
Got to
well
tidy
kept.
it up a bit. He's got the same piercing stare.
We need to
Anyway.
get a group. We need to take this off. We need to take this offline. Get a group buy going for a Timmy bobblehead. Anthony Kill's
Hey.
already in for 2. I'll take
Hey,
one.
who's that, Timmy?
Let's keep this
Who's
going.
that, Timmy?
I'll be down.
You got it? Who's that? It's Carl with his new long hair.
Oh, God. It's not that grey.
Okay, all right.
Hey, nothing wrong with grey hair.
That's cool.
Kayla Cummings.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going. Sorry, got sidetracked. Sorry, we do that. All right. Okay.
Dear.
we were- I didn't even know it was a thing, but fuck, man, I'm into that now. We're all over it. All right.
Doesn't Matt Snake have a 3D printer? We get him to scan Timmy's head or something?
Yeah, we could actually. We have the technology to do that. Someone might have to hold the little bastard down while we did it, though. That's all. That's
He just laces his milk with Scott. He'll
Just
be
give him
right.
a couple of glasses. Give him a couple of glasses of whiskey. He's all right. He won't move
yeah.
anywhere.
Okay, that sounds fair.
All
One of
right,
our
fair enough.
co-workers made some whiskey, and Corin hates it, but I love it.
Yeah. It seriously strips the flesh out of your mouth and throat.
Moonshine.
Did we
Right,
make it?
I,
I love your rocket, but nah. I can drink, but that shit is fucking. That's epically 70%.
You
You reckon?
that's
You
paint
just
stripper.
got to store it in one of your barrel knives for 12 years.
Yeah, that's it. We've got another one joining us now, Bobby Smith.
All right,
We've
now
got a
fucking
full
hell.
screen, so I'm
All
going
right,
to start moving people out. So Matt, you're first out. So if you
No
want to say
worries. See
anything,
you later, guys.
you don't have to go
See you
yet.
later.
See you, Matt.
Which Matt?
They're kicking me out already.
Which
No, Matt
Matt?
Snake.
tell you which
I
one.
don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
Snake.
fucking-
I'll
no,
stay. I'll talk more
For
shit.
anybody, for anybody watching, if you want to come on, flick me a message on Facebook, Corin Urquhart. I'm the only one there, and I will get you on in due course. The Bubblehead bulk buy is going to be starting pretty soon, Timmy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay,
that's all right.
That's
Who's
a
got
Let
the
us
longer
finish the
beard?
bulk buys we've
Jamie?
got
Evening,
first.
Brad.
How you
Beard
going,
off
Bobby?
Jamie and Bobby.
So
I'm
for
doing
those
very
that don't know, Bobby, tell us a bit about yourself, Bobby.
Oh, I go under the name Shifty Blades. I've been making for 4 odd years now. Started off out of a need of needing to get back on the tools. I'm a full-time carer for my wife, so I was a milking machine technician before that. I'm a little bit different to most others. Like, after,
Sorry, I was going to say that sucks, but I didn't.
Yes,
because it's
yeah.
after 4 years or so, I think I'm one of few makers that doesn't have a grinder.
Yes.
I still do all my work with files. And yeah, look, love the hobby. I keep it as a hobby as much as I can, but there are times when I find myself spending more time out in the shed than I do in the house. But with the heat the way it is at the moment, though, yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge lately.
Yes. Very cool. Did you get
And
those? You wanted
just for Kev, I want to show that I'm working on some Serbian cleavers at the moment.
Jesus.
I'm actually working on a pair of them. Right.
Kev's gone.
Chimera and Gemini.
That Kev's just
There's
run
a couple
away.
of others I'm working on. This is sort of another one of my latest works.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
beautiful,
with
man.
the
G10.
yellow liners and black G10.
Yep.
This one was a custom that I've made.
Sorry, listeners. Kev is destroying this podcast. Visitor by guest.
Kev is that one disruptive child in the class, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he is. He definitely is. I have to admit, though, I wouldn't have picked Kev as a doll collector.
Well, I got to say,
But evidently he is.
I got to say, these days they call him a. Well, yeah, he's special. Anyway, yeah, keep going, Bobby. Don't worry about us. Don't mind us.
I'm trying not to, but so I didn't have it unpacked. I've also got these. Where's my camera? There it is. My little pocket cleavers.
Yeah, they're
They're
cool.
They're awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
They're freaking cool.
Yeah, mate, I'm the money with those
I've
ones.
managed to make 40 of them so far. And
Without a grinder. So do you shape all your handles the whole bit by hand?
Yep.
Jeez.
Got it down to a science now.
My last few pocket cleavers, I do have a 4x36, and
Oh yeah, right.
the only reason I use that is to prep scales. To try and get certain. Well, with the G10 and that, it's not a problem, but with anything else, making sure that it is nice and flat is pretty hard. Not impossible, but definitely just not worth trying to do that by hand. So the 4x36 gets used for that. And I've also discovered that using the top wheel on the 4x36 is actually perfect just to try and get this little front finger choil started. So look, other than that,
So you're cheating, is what you're saying, Bob.
100% done all by hand.
Oh, he's cheating. Did you hear that?
Accused you of cheating.
He's the only man that doesn't have a grinder, and Timmy's accusing him of cheating.
Yeah, no, the grinder's definitely on my wish list, so I'll get there one day.
It sounds like Timmy wants to sell you one anyway, Bobby.
Nah,
I'm
there's
sure
a
they
case
do.
raffle at the moment, and they're giving away 2 grinders. So you
That's a
haven't
ripper.
got on that. Go jump on that.
You
I
can
have
get the
exactly one of those
Yeah.
grinders, but I could use a second one.
Also, just
And
want to
Bobby-
point out that with Tim in this current screen configuration is the only person that does not have facial hair.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think
Luxurious
He's,
beards.
he's
You're the
also
least
the
person
only one
that we'll
drinking
listen to.
milk. He's
Yeah,
also
you're
the
the
only
only-
one drinking
I ran
milk.
out of
So
milk.
And he's the only one whose voice hasn't broken, but let's not go there.
I'll get
It's
that
either
one
that
there.
or tight underwear.
So tell me, Bobby, you got those discs? You won some discs the other week when we did the Klingspor interview.
I certainly
Did you
have.
get them?
What?
Excellent.
My birthday's in a couple of weeks. So with
Oh,
a
so
little luck,
you're
I'll have a
a grinder.
grinder. I'll have a grinder to put them on by hand.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good
Don't
stuff.
lean in too close with that beard, man. Grinder,
there's
angle
no
grinder in
flames.
that beard.
It's all right.
Probably better you don't have a grinder.
Yeah, I can actually. It gets tucked into the t-shirt quite a bit. So
Oh yeah, the safety tuck.
If I'm
I met
close to the forward.
I met Jamie a few years ago. I met Jamie a few years ago at the Everly Works Hammer Inn on the Good Friday, and Jamie was making one of those blacksmith knives as well. And I went over to give Jamie a bit of a hand, and he's done the same thing. Just tuck the beard in.
We've all seen the photos of the guy.
Who
with
is this
Harvey
fucking
Fingers.
guy? Oh dear.
There we go.
In his eyes.
Becomes second nature.
All right.
Just to
With
make
that,
sure
Matty,
right.
we've got another one in the background. Matty, is there anything you want to say before you go? That's Matt Snape.
Someone mentioned 3D printers before. I just said this is my latest little little project. Is I think it's called a goniometer that measures the edge angle of your knife.
Oh yeah.
So it's a
Sounds
optical
like it should be in
laser.
a lady doctor's office.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, you actually. Oh, look, here's a knife. There's a couple
Can
of
you
them.
guys
Measures the angle of the dags on your joggle.
Sorry to interrupt. Right? I know this is serious business, but sorry to interrupt. Darwin got a laser engraver, and we all know what he did with it. Imagine what Darwin would do if he got a 3D printer. Anyway,
Yeah, we
keep
know.
going.
He'd be making 3D dicks.
If you've got a 3D printer and you haven't printed a dick,
I
do you
believe they call
really
them dildos.
live in this world?
Man card revoked if you haven't.
Yeah, Matthew, I'm not sure what world you're living in, but you worry me.
I don't have a 3D printer, so I haven't printed any
Right,
dicks.
okay.
But I know
Right.
if I had a 3D printer, I know exactly what I'd be printing.
Yeah, it's on the wish list.
So these things are, I mean, these things are like commercially available product. There's companies that sell them. But I was looking at them online. That'd be really handy. And I thought, oh yeah, I could just make one of those. So the idea is you won't be able to see it really, but it's actually there's graduations on the inside of it, and so you put the knife edge in the center, and it actually gives you reflection points.
The thing that I like about that is
and it tells
if
you
you get the
what angle your knife blade's at.
if you get the angle of the laser wrong, it just burns a hole in your forehead. Did anyone else notice that?
Hey, Matt. Matt, can you hold up? Matt, can you hold up that knife for a moment? Owen, check this out. Look at this knife.
What, that one?
I did kind of recognise that.
Yeah.
Good work.
I wonder where he
Good
made
work.
that.
Yeah. Well, this might have been made at a certain address in Canberra.
Very nice.
During a 2-day
All right.
course. So yeah, I've got a couple of those here. But yeah, no, they're good stuff.
Are you
But you
gonna
got someone else.
Are you going to make them? You're going to make them to sell, Matt?
I think I might, mate. I think one of the things I'd like to do is replace where the V groove that the knife blade sits in is actually put a block of brass into that, because the plastic's going to like get cut away after a while. There's a little V groove in the bottom here, so I'll put a piece of brass into the bottom of it. Probably do them in a black. But with the CAD software and stuff, which is what I do for a living, it's fairly straightforward to make those. And then it's made in 2 pieces, so it's easy to print. And and the rest of it's just pretty basic physics and some.
It's just PLA, is it?
Little pretty basic physics and a little bit of trigonometry and done.
Sounds like science of that.
Yeah.
On Facebook, our Facebook group and all that sort of stuff, you'll find me in there. Instagram, Keenaz Edgeware. So KEENAZ, Keenaz Edgeware. I'm thinking about doing a little bit of a production run of those on the 3D printer. And they're pretty handy device. Like I do a lot of sharpening, so stop it, Kevin. You child.
Not me, Tony.
Yeah, so if people are interested in that sort of stuff, the other thing that I put up a little while ago is I 3D printed some moulding bucks for knife pouches, and a couple of guys were fairly interested in that. I had a couple of suggestions from some people, and I've just recently tried some of those, and they've worked really well. So I'll probably offer those up too. That's just a 3D printed part. So
guys, jump on, check out his pages.
Yeah,
and then we need
I'd
to
definitely
cross
be interested in one of those things.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, they really good, especially if you're sharpening your knives and you want to know exactly what angle. Like, especially the guys that like hand sharpen, like freehand grind and hand sharpen. I mean, you're putting an edge on your knife, but do you actually know what angle it's at?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a big part of what a knife does.
I do all my CAD drawings in Microsoft Paint, so I'm all over it.
Yeah.
I do all my CAD
boys.
Have
a great one.
You must be pretty good at trigonometry too.
Trigonometry.
Look at everyone cast their eyes over to Troy, who's hanging to show us what he 3D printed. I'm hanging to see it.
Hey.
It's an anvil.
Christmas tree.
On an anvil.
It's an anvil Christmas tree.
On an anvil.
Coal under it.
How many are there? I could build that in my shed nearly.
You should be able to.
3, 4. Oh, no, I'm too short.
Well, get on the Gumtree. He'll have 2 more anvils by the end of the night.
I have a nice little one too.
Oh, epic. Check that out. That's actually metal though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a cast one? Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I got
I'm not
this
quite
one.
sure where it was from. I inherited
What the hell is that?
It's a chicken anvil.
It's a chicken anvil from Iron Fest.
Where the fuck did you get that? Where did you
I have never seen anything like that.
My sister went to Iron Fest a few years ago and got me this. There's another little one here. There's like a pair of them. They've cockfights.
Oh dear.
I thought they were unreal. Like seriously, that's so cool.
I also made a Christmas decoration.
That's it.
What am I looking at? Oh, look at that. He's got an anvil on the Christmas tree.
I make one every year
for
Christmas.
I was about to say they're awesome buds, but no, they're not.
It's like the 7 days of Christmas, isn't it? The 12 days of Christmas.
That's a different photo album.
Oh, that Christmas tree.
I think last year or the year before, I made a brass Viking knife and hung on the tree. So every year I make a Christmas decoration rather than buying one.
You know, I might steal that idea. That sounds great.
The anvil's just a chunk of alloy. I went out to the shed and they says, "What are you going to put on this year?" And I basically flogged out a little bit of alloy into an anvil shape and I'd hang it on the tree. Don't know what I'm doing this year.
Just chuck your Mjolnir on the tree.
I was just about to introduce our new guest. Oh, here he comes, Tom Rebeck. Have I said that right, Tom?
Oh, close enough.
Yeah, and you've come to a couple of meets in Sydney, haven't you? You're a Sydney guy. Tell everyone about yourself. Where you're from?
So I'm in Wollongong. I've got Little Creek Blade Works. I've just taken a year off, actually. So I've just got back into it. I was working out of a shipping container for a while. Decided to pass out due to bloody carbon monoxide poisoning, which was fun. So
what, from a forge?
Yeah. Wasn't enough ventilation in there, and the sensors didn't go off. So
fuck.
One thing about people ask me about carbon monoxide sensors all the time. They've got to be changed regularly. They don't last forever. So that's something that it's important to do. Anyway, tell us what happened.
Well, sort of passed out, woke up, went to the hospital, and then decided not to do any more work in the shipping container anymore. So had to wait until I'm in my new place, which I'm in now, and I've just been setting up my workshop, finally getting back into it.
No. Good to see you back out
Yeah,
of
nice.
Excellent.
Nice,
Yeah,
mate.
good to see you back. Good to see you still alive because the old carbon monoxide, mate, if it doesn't kill you, it can leave you totally fucked, actually. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I was pretty lucky
good.
that the doors were wide open. So, the main reason why I'm on here is, and I think Timmy he's still there. Okay. The main reason I'm on here is because Timmy completely let me down the other day. Had this brilliant idea for a t-shirt, and he just goes, no.
No, not happening. Not happening.
So Timmy needs to don some ears. And nice big, I'll sign me up for 10. If it needs to be 10, I will buy 10. So Timmy Time shirt.
Well, Tim's knocked me back on about 100 t-shirts over the years because
he's not knocking you back on the bobbleheads, though.
You know, do we really need his permission, though? Like, really?
No, not really.
It's easier to ask.
I'm the one who orders them.
Yeah, but put a Gamerco shirt on him, and it's a work thing. He's Gamerco property if it's got Gamerco on it. You're right,
True.
Corin. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. Well, all we need is space. So someone could just screenshot this. Someone should just screenshot this, and we'll just like chuck some nice ears on there, and we'll be sweet. There's our shirt.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I like him in the Kinder Surprise. I think that's
that could be the whole back piece. Just
anyway,
no
never
words.
mind.
No words.
No.
Timmy's
Anyway.
speechless.
Timmy is. All right. So Luke's joined us again. Matthew, you'll be the next off. I don't have anyone coming on, but if anybody out there is interested, wants to join in on the chat tonight, give themselves a spruik. Tell us about what you do. You'd be most welcome. Matt, did you want to give us a bit of a rundown about anything before we kick you out?
Yeah, I am Eucalypt Blades. I mostly do a lot of Damascus work. I've even been selling Damascus billets, pretty much custom made to order. I've been working with Anthony Richards from 18 Cutlery Co. the last few months to make his Damascus, to make his little sticklers. If you haven't looked up Anthony Richards, he is an awesome maker. So I've been collabing with him for the last few months on some Damascus little full tang knives. He makes awesome stuff. I should be spruiking myself, but I'm going to start spruiking someone else for some reason. But yeah,
well, that's what an industry boy does. That's what an industry boy does.
Just give Timmy a ring and go, hey, have you got anything in 12 mil round? And he goes, yeah. And I go, what is it? And he goes, I don't know. He goes, don't ask me to pronounce it. Don't ask me what it's called. I'm like, okay, what's the heat treat? And he goes,
you're my
I don't
super
know.
salesman, Timmy.
I'm like, all right.
Super salesman. Fucking Jesus.
Just send me 2 of those. I'm like, yeah, no worries. You got to type it, man. It's like XT something, 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 that one.
Yeah.
All right.
How would you not know that one?
Guys, I've just got Luke on, and I'm going to take him out because he can't get his shit to work. But he sent me a couple of photos that he wants to show of his latest work, so I'll put them up, all right? Just let me figure out what I'm doing again. It's been a big night or something. Here we go. Add to stream. Boom. There we go. Look at that. That's a D guard, but it looks like he's riveted it back under the choil there. Can you see that?
Is that like a Lin Ray? They're awesome.
Rivet.
That's cool.
It's a blacksmith knife like we made for the ABS one.
No, there's no rivet.
Is that welded?
No rivet?
No, it's riveted, but you just grind it flush.
Yeah, you file the rivet in and then squish it up, grind it flush.
Yep.
That's epic. Can you
Those are
talk, Luke?
amazing.
I can. I don't know if I should.
Oh, he's on. There you go. You can. We've got you. Tell us about it. Is it riveted?
It's not. No, it's got a bit of tension on it somehow. I asked it and it's got tension on it. It was going to be TIG welded, but I think the TIG weld was broken in a quench. So
and Bobby's a cheat. All right, fair enough. No, but still good.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't polished. It was 90% shape, so it might upset more people knowing that too.
That looks epic, mate. Great grind too. Nice compound grind.
That's
nice.
That's the J Cross grind. He did a bit of a demonstration at the Hammer-In.
So that's the collaboration you were talking about.
Yeah.
Ah.
The rivet in there.
No rivet.
Oh, nice.
Bit of fun. Yeah, I just finished it. I just etched it and put an edge on it.
It's only a little low.
Troy's showing one of his, same sort of thing, but it's riveted.
Yeah, the rivet's very, very hard to do. You can't rivet it until you're the very, very last thing, because if you move the handle in any way, it just snaps that rivet straight off. So you get everything done. Once it's all done and ready, you heat up the back corner down here, you push it down, rivet it over, and then don't touch it.
It was probably more difficult than it looks.
Yeah.
But,
good tip.
You got to bend it and know where you're going to bend it. You got to get two bends in at the same heat, or else you can't get it back in the bloody kiln.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Good fun.
Well, excellent. Thank you very much for sharing that. And have a good one, mate. Sorry we lost you before.
No, all good. Thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem at all. And
I had to.
That's my second place knife to Will. Remember, I lost to Will Thompson.
Yeah, that's right. But you did your best.
I know. Well, he took better photos than me, right?
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a fucking Photoshop comp, isn't it?
He said he only took
take care, Luke.
150
Take care,
photos.
Luke. All right. So, what have we got here? Sosso's back again. Keeps dropping out. Sausage man.
Oh, that's third place winner.
All right, boys. So anyway, there we go. Sosso. So what else is happening in knife making land? What have people seen on social media this week that we should check out? Obviously, other than yoga on Instagram. I don't know if you follow yoga on Instagram, but anyway, never mind.
I saw Will Stelter broke his power hammer.
Stuff that keeps coming up in the reel.
Properly.
What did Will do?
He was moving his power hammers, restoring on a pallet, and it fell off and snapped the two arms off the top. It's now just trash.
The cursed power hammer, that one.
Oh, that's shit.
Yeah. He looks like he's about to cry at the end of the video.
I nearly freaking cried.
The first time you'd hear the likes of him
it's
swear.
cast.
I would have been crying at the start of the video, and the middle, and the end.
He's put a lot of time into that hammer.
You would have just seen a stream of snot coming out my nose and tears out my eyes. That's shit. Poor fella.
I wouldn't have put the video up.
No, I was gonna.
Is that part of the main? Is that part of the main casting, or is that part just the?
Yeah, that's the
part?
main. No, that's the main casting. As it comes up, and breaks out into two forks where the shaft runs through. So once that's gone, it's almost catastrophic. I mean, they might be able to fix it, but I don't think so.
You can do big repairs on cast, like it's totally possible.
Yeah, you can.
But with the amount of vibration and shit on a power hammer, it'd not be worth the fucking effort. You'd go and find another one.
Well, you trade it in for scrap and go and buy an Angang.
Yeah, because they never break down.
They never break down.
Nah, if Mert was
hammers are like Land Rovers. We all know that. They break down and they leak oil.
And they make mechanics out of you.
Yeah, that's right. They turn into mechanics.
But we're blacksmiths, and at the end of the day, if you're not sorry, Mert, I have to say it, if you're not capable of pulling something apart and fucking with it and making your own tools,
I'm a bladesmith. I'm a bladesmith. I'm not a blacksmith.
Right.
You said we're all blacksmiths. I'm not a blacksmith.
But you'd pull your hammer apart and get it fixed if something went wrong, wouldn't you?
I've had to do that. That's not a hypothetical. It's a fucking thing that I've done.
I have too. It's just what you do, and it's like you've got to be prepared for that. I think with anything like that has that much vibration and the forces involved, shit's gonna happen. Unless you get yourself a Massey 700 weight, which is going to be okay.
Oh,
for everyone.
no, we've broken that.
Yeah, so tell us about that, Troy. That's the Massey at Everleigh.
Well, it had a knock on the big end, so we decided to pull the back piston out of it one night. That was quite interesting, considering the forklift never went high enough to get it out. So we had to crane it up inside a steel crate on top of the forklift to put it on the ground to find out that it wasn't a big end knock in the back end. There was too much oil on the valves and the valves were sticking. But, we didn't know that until we pulled it apart. And, I mean, you're not going to learn anything until you pull apart a big hammer.
And now you know.
I reckon if you ever want to see something break, just give it to Timmy.
He's good, Timmy.
He's really thrashing me tonight, Tom.
Yeah.
Somebody's got it.
Tim's my Mr. Fucking Fix It. Anytime something's broken at work, Timmy, fix this. Fucking off he goes, fixes it. Except for that chair. The
list is growing. The list is growing.
Chair? Timmy knows the chair. Anyway, there we
go. I think coming up soon, whoever's going to Everleigh's going to see, I think, Matty Newburn do some Damascus under the 700.
So, yes, that's a good plug, So the Hammer-In is next weekend at Everleigh, and it's going to be epic. It's the last fundraiser of the year for the Knife Art Association. We obviously haven't done we've only been able to run raffles all year. And what a support we've got from the community. Epic support from the community. It's absolutely phenomenal. Awesome. They're giving away two more grinders and something else. What are they giving away, Timmy? Does anyone remember what the
vouchers? $500 voucher, wasn't it?
Times 2.
There we go.
2 vouchers.
And
which I put
that's
two vouchers.
Exactly right. So it's your grinder or bit of a grinder, motor and VFD. So no, epic, and people the community has absolutely supported us no end, which has been able to keep us. We have a guy on a wage, obviously, and we've got JobKeeper and all the rest of it. But we've been able to get ourselves into a financial position where we can come out not just swinging, but going nuts when this thing's over. So we really appreciate your support. Continue to buy those tickets and come to the Hammer-In. All right, yeah, there we go. Who was talking? Timmy, Troy.
Yeah, well, I think Matty's going to do a Damascus demonstration under the 7, a little stampy.
Yep.
It's going to be quite interesting. You shoot some flux around the room and set fire to a few people, I'd imagine.
He's going to turn 80 layers of steel into alfoil in about 4 hits.
Epic.
No, you don't need 4 hits. 2 will be enough. Ask Corin.
Yeah, that's right, Brad. Fingers crossed for me, mate.
Corin did it in nearly 1.
Which one was? I've done it a few times actually, where I've accidentally smacked the stuff too much under that hammer. I did it when I was doing my big EN36 drifts. I had a 3-inch bar and I knocked it down under the hammer, and I got it to the point where it was just perfect, and then I pancaked it and had to try and recover it. And then
We've all been there.
And then I did the cable Damascus the other week, and Matt said, just be gentle or something, and I just put my foot on the floor.
No. With that hammer,
Matt tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Move away, get away."
Yeah, with that hammer, 80% of the travel does nothing, and the last 20% does everything. So you put your foot on it, and it starts to move. You think, "Oh, she's going," but then you got to push it a little bit further to make her actually hit, and then you wiggle your toe, and it goes to stamp.
It's unbelievable. And it's
you hear it take a breath. You hear it go.
Yeah, that's what Matt said. When you put your foot down, I heard it take a breath, and I knew it was going to be bad. Anyway, there we go.
It'd be worth paying for a ticket and going along just to see that diesel forge and the Massey in action.
That would be cool.
Oh, I don't know whether he's lighting the oiler, is he? He might do.
Maybe.
Carl Truscott's just put up a message that says, please take videos and photo and put them on Instagram. I can't make it up to Everleigh, but I'd love to see highlights. We heard this week that the Australian Knife magazine have got border clearance to fly up to Sydney to cover the Everleigh Hammer-In. So nice. There'll be excellent photos and videos, no doubt, because that's Mike and his Mation, and he's a bloody good photographer.
You need to see whether you can get Matt to put a piece of I don't know, 60 round under the hammer, and then just flog it and watch it just get hotter as he hits it. It's
Yeah,
a really,
I've got a
it's,
video of that.
It's incredible
see,
when it does that.
he puts it in, lets it go dog dick red, and then just starts flogging it and makes it hotter and hotter and hotter.
Yeah. I can put up a
Pretty
video
cool.
of that now, actually. I'll do that.
Put up a video
Do
now,
that.
Corin.
Are you coming up for that one, Tom?
Being
It's
the
only just up
joys
the hill, Tom.
of a business owner, unfortunately, I can't make it.
Oh, well, there
I'd
you go.
love to make it up there, but
I
it's
believe they're giving away a
busiest
couple
day
of
of the
tickets,
week.
aren't they? I'm pretty sure I entered the comp. They're giving away a couple of tickets to the Hammer In.
Yeah, I believe
Yes,
there was a giveaway.
Yes, there is a comp. Just bear with me, guys. I'm a bit distracted. I'm trying to find that video. I was
How many,
thinking of.
Timmy, does anybody know how many tickets are left for the Hammer In?
I think there's only like 10 or 20.
All right. So for the
10
benefit
or
of the
20.
viewers at home, yeah, there's about 10 or 20 left. I don't know. It won't be a full house. A lot of people can't travel at the moment, and it is what it is. But we'll still be good. Just a minute. I'm going to put up a screen again if I can. Here we go. Apparently it's already up. I'll try it again. Add to stream. There we go.
There we go.
So this is Kyle Royer forging under that hammer in March, just before the symposium, with on the left there, Alex on the right, Alex Steele saying how great the power hammer is because he's used it too. And then Matty Newburn comes in and he says, "Watch this, you fucking idiot." Now, here we go.
He literally said that.
Yep. I missed it. Look at that.
I have never actually seen anything that powerful going.
And he wasn't into it either.
That's the smallest hammer in the row. There's two hammers, and the biggest one would be
40, 100 weight.
Yeah, 5
Jeez.
times.
4000. That's
Yeah,
one
5,
ton.
6
Pretty
times.
sure. Pretty sure last time I was up there, they put a can of Coke under that, and
Nah, that's never.
Yeah.
It hasn't run, but they're working on it.
No, he's talking about the 700. We put a can of Coke under the 700, and
Yeah.
or just an empty can, and actually obliterated it. That's a pretty interesting video.
There's Kyle Royer and his brother Josh having some prawns with me and Maddie. Anyway, it's like, and this is them with a family photo drinking coffee. How about that? Anyway, somebody wanted twerking videos. I could do it, but it's probably not appropriate. All right, so
How nuts is that gold inlay that Kyle's doing at the moment?
how good is that? Awesome. Kyle's a freak though, so here's what it is. He's a
Crazy
freak.
stuff.
He's a freak.
that sword he's doing is amazing.
Yeah, and he does it with such basic tools too. He doesn't have a tricked up workshop, not at all. He's
That's what I
got
mean. The time
very
he's
basic stuff.
I love his heat treat kiln. You seen that? It's in the shape of a minion.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
His dad made that.
And he's engraving setups in his bedroom. He runs an airline into his bedroom to run his engraving setup, which is pretty
That's
pretty
dedication.
special. Yeah.
I can imagine the conversation with me wife if I tried to do that.
That's exactly what I said to him. It's exactly what I said. He said, "I don't have a wife." I said, "Well, we don't have a problem."
You find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the video. Here's a video of us popping the Coke can with a single blow under the massive.
That's it. Anyway, you've got it, have you? Share your screen. Oh, you can't. Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'll replay it again.
This is-
Boom.
Boom. It's gone.
That's on single blow, and yeah, basically you hear the can actually explode. You don't actually. It's quite an interesting thing. You should do it with a hot pie. It's quite interesting as well.
I heard
But we
Phil
wouldn't
Johnson
do-
did that
we
with a
wouldn't
dead rat.
A dead rat's also a good one as well. They
Oh,
definitely
no.
gets rid of most of them. But talk about the pink mist.
No,
Yes,
there's
sir.
rumour that Phil Johnson did that with a piece of string, and the boys
Yep.
come in the workshop, and he pulled the string, and there was a dead rat on the anvil,
Yep.
and the hammer just misted it as they walked in the workshop. Yeah,
Yeah.
Fun times. Fun times.
Yeah, they were back. They were the days, the good old days. Remember when you were an apprentice back in those days? Anyway.
Oh yeah, before H&S. Yeah, those ones.
That is a fucking awesome video you've got there. That flyby of Everly showing.
It's not a flyby. It's me riding a one wheel around the workshop.
Are you saying the fucking crazy wombat's on a unicycle?
No, I'm on a one wheel.
That's Monster. That was Monster.
Yeah,
it's an electric skateboard.
Okay. That one wheel. I'm like, hang on, one wheel's a unicycle.
One wheel skateboard.
Oh dear.
Look out. Knife
What
making
could go
class.
wrong?
Wow.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
There's a knife making class that Troy's teaching, and he's on the one wheel.
Right.
They were hand sanding.
I know they were.
You got to
It was just
entertain
funny.
yourself.
It was hilarious.
That's the easiest way to get from one side of the shop to the other.
How's that concrete though?
Here, look at
bright
this.
in there now.
Oh. The concrete is incredibly bright. The workspace is really good now, though.
Yeah, it looks unreal.
But that's Phil Johnson's anvil there too, by the way, if anybody wanted to know. But yeah, that's it. That's a weekend at Everly.
Nice.
So Troy,
Sign me up.
do you still do a fair bit in Nowra?
Yeah, I do. I made an axe last weekend. I reforged an axe and put it up. I would like to get in and make some more knives, but right now my elbow's a little dodgy, but I'm going to try and give it a go. Maybe not this weekend at 40 million degrees, but definitely want to get in and do some more very soon.
See,
So,
I'm kind of
Troy,
lucky. I'm only an hour away from you, and I'm only an hour away from Everly.
Yeah. Everly's only like 2 hours, 10 minutes from where I am. You pretty well know that run off by heart by now. But yeah, you're only in Wollongong. Well, I actually work in Bluescope, so.
Well, there you go. I'm in the 30-day store.
So yeah,
I think it'd be about a 12-hour drive for me.
Yeah, at least I reckon. Yeah.
Just get
well,
someone
Everly
with-
is the mecca of blacksmithing.
It would be worth it.
Just get Mert to chase him with a Koronikov.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Turkish flu.
All good.
Nice.
So what have we got planned,
Yeah,
guys?
Timmy.
What's happening?
I got a quick question for Timmy.
Oh,
Righto,
dear.
go for it.
I'm chasing some 5 mil carbon steel. What do you got?
Uh-huh.
I think
We
all
should
I
have
could see
some.
all I could see was 5160, or no, I think it was 5160. But
No, it's
Yeah,
the
it's-
unpronounceable steel.
We've got
There's
52-100.
5160. There's 52-100, and there might be some 1084 at the moment.
And W2.
Yeah,
we
so
might have
confident.
I
15,
couldn't
20.
see any.
Oh, look, we'll look it up, Bobby, and
There
get
is
you
some-
get back to you. Where's Cole tonight? He'd normally be there doing this, but he's not there.
What a blood
So
rush.
That'd be good.
we'll look it up and get you
Well,
something.
I
There'll be
need it.
something there.
Even
Yeah.
look, it's the size of it that I think I'm going to have trouble with.
Why?
That's
I
what she
need it
said.
At least probably 300 by 70.
Just the tip, man.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
300 by
Tonight,
70. I tell you what, Bobby. Tell you what I'm going to do, Bobby. I'm going to send you some 5.3 mil 1075. I should have that here. I'll have a look. I'll get him an
That's
offcut, Timmy.
1075.
Perfect.
Yeah, I should have that here. But even if we don't, we should have it at work, Timmy, in 1075.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
We'll send you a piece. No worries, Bobby.
It's for a special order, so
No, it's all right. We'll get on it tomorrow, won't we, Timmy? Ah,
Yeah.
okay, better than-
only for a minute.
Timmy, fix it.
Oh, yeah. You're not even coming in tomorrow. Bloody hell.
exactly. So you're going to have to fix it. Don't make me come up there.
3 hours later.
Timmy, you got one job tomorrow. Fix it.
Fix it.
It's
Yeah.
all right, if he gets
fix
angry,
it.
it's 3 hours to get
Fix
to
it,
you.
then you can go home.
First thing,
No, I
Tim.
don't go
First,
home, mate.
Tim.
It is Friday.
First thing.
It will be Friday.
Bobby expects hand delivery.
Oh, and delivery. Okay.
Cameron Cochrane, I just haven't really read any of the messages tonight, guys. Sorry about that. But Cameron Cochrane says that anyone who knows somewhere close by to stay, I think there's a Backpackers nearby that's pretty popular over at Surrey Hills near Central or something. Is that right?
There's a few places not far from Everleigh that you could stay at.
Yeah.
Anywhere close to Central is going to be close to Everleigh. It's not
You
that
smile and wink, right? Timmy might let you snuggle him.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of room in this bed, and there's a bed just across from me, so anything can happen.
I mean, I might even come up for that one. We'll see what happens.
Well, if I win that raffle, Timmy, I'll be coming and knocking on your door, mate.
How much?
Oh, dear.
He can deliver his 5.3 mil to you then.
That's right.
He can hand deliver it. One job, Timmy, a hand job.
He's gone.
He's got couple hands.
Get that hand cream out, Timmy. Yeah,
Oh,
I think we've pushed this to the limit.
I think we have. All right, boys. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us tonight. Did anybody here let's just do a quick round table, do a shout out for yourselves. Go for it to start off with Matthew.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I am Eucalypt Blades. I do Damascus chef's knives primarily. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
There you go. Check him
Cheers,
out.
mate. Keep up the good work.
Troy boy.
Nara Knives, just down at Nara making bits and bobs in my back shed and teaching at Everleigh. We might see some at the Hammer Inn.
Yes. And go for it, Sausage Man.
Well, Jamie at Sausage Man Forge, or Sausage Man at Sausage Man Forge. I do a bit of teaching at Creative Man, and I will be late to the Everleigh Hammer Inn, and I will have my fry pan with me. So, yeah.
Yeah, you know, if you don't have your fry pan, you don't come.
No, I know.
Yeah. Don't forget,
it's weird at the pub, though.
You have to book. For the Hammering. You can't just rock up. So you've got to get on a book. COVID requirements. If you don't know, book, no entry. So keep that in mind. Thanks very much, Sausage Man. Tom?
I'm Tom from Little Creek Blade Works. Do hunting knives, kitchen knives, anything pokey.
Hokey pokey.
Pokey. It's not pointy, it's not good enough.
Shifty Blades.
Have a good one. Go for it, Bobby.
Bobby at Shifty Blades. Yeah, check out my work. If you like it, send me a message.
Good on you. Good on you. Thanks very much, Bobby. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Boys.
And now for the man that needs no introduction. Knife maker.
With a lot to learn. It's Timmy. He's a handful of trouble at every
Timmy,
turn.
what's going on?
Timmy leaves the
Gamaco Artisan Supplies.
and goes out into the trying to be cool, he's number one. He joins all his friends
Knife Making Down Under podcast.
and he's always having such a lot of fun. Timmy, it's Timmy.
Oh shit! Here we are.
There you go.
I was
There you
down
go.
away. Like a bobblehead. Timmy bobblehead.
Love it. It's Timmy. It's Timmy.
Beautiful.
Mate, we've got to do it, Timmy. Anyway, Timmy, thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks for everything you do for everybody out there, Timmy.
Yes,
they
thanks.
love you.
Thank
We
you,
love
Timmy.
you too. And that's cool, man. Take care. Enjoy your milky. Bye.
See you guys.
Very milky time.
All right. So we're going to wrap
No,
up. Thanks,
just
everyone.
you and I left. Yep, just you and I left, mate. Good show.
Yep,
Thanks everyone
just
for
to-
joining
just
in.
us.
Makes
Cool,
it
man.
nice to get everyone on board and having a bit of that alternate show, new faces, new stories. We love it. It's all good. It's all in the name of knife making in Australia.
No, that's it, guys. So, yeah, support everything you can. Whatever events, whatever's going on, share everything you can and just help us get the word out that Australian knife makers are still making knives and we're still getting ourselves up to the point where we can be regarded as the best in the world, which is absolutely the point. And we have a little problem because it's somebody's birthday.
I was hoping he was going to make it. we're winding down, and I'm like,
man, that was
come
close,
on.
man.
Come
That was
on,
close.
Richard, get your shit together.
I got home from, I was like, shit, I got like 3 minutes for this. So I was watching this before when you said you were winding down and sending everyone off. I'm like, fuck, got to get to it. So
here we are. Here we are. So this is Richard Morgan from Heartland Forge, the big ginge or whatever they call him around the place, the Angry Ranger. He's distracted at the moment. He's saying no, don't look now. He's going to do that thing. Anyway, never mind.
It's like no sex at the moment. Please, just give him a break.
We've got to get him. I only get one on my birthday, so fucking. I know what you're missing.
Yeah, he's putting 10 minutes of his 15 minutes of glory onto the bloody podcast. Look at him go.
Good on ya. We'll get him fluffed up for you. Don't worry.
Hey,
G'day, how you going?
Well, unfortunately, mate. Unfortunately, Mert's not feeling well, so you're not getting a happy birthday song. I can guarantee you that. It's not coming from me, and it's not coming from Corin.
Yeah, but good on you, mate. Good. Thanks for joining us. And I was seriously winding down. So, Kev, we're going to keep. Oh, we've got another pocket cleaver.
It's a Shifty Blades pocket cleaver with leather sheath. Look at that.
Is that a Shifty one?
Yep.
Look at that. Awesome.
And ring Gidgey one. Oop, hang on, what is this camera? There it is.
Look at that. Awesome.
Very nice. And a little bit of leather work.
Indeed.
Did you do the leather?
I did. I got these and this one rasp knife off Bobby to do some sheaths for.
Excellent. Hey, how good is that sheath go with the rasp pattern? That's good.
It was good. It came up all right.
Yeah,
it was a snake skin in there.
Snake skin? Yeah, that was
just black snake skin.
Yeah.
Still the time. No, not this one.
Nah.
Sorry, too
Right.
much crap on the bench. Awesome. Yep, there you go.
All right, we better let you go to your birthday surprise.
Sneak peek.
Another one.
Jeez,
he's really keen about this knife making. If it was my birthday, I'd be going to bed.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's these young fellas, mate.
Oh, fuck. Probably gets it all the time.
I started watching you at work, like, it was 2 hours ago now, but whatever. I was like, all right, I'll get home in time, and then just got in time, so I was like, all right. But everyone's going to bed because you're old men, apparently, but all right.
Yeah, we'll be getting up before you bloody... Oh, actually,
I don't think we will be getting it up before he does.
Getting up, not eat up.
Man, you probably...
I hear you got a few changes in your workshop setup. You're moving out of the big one. Is that right?
Yeah, it started next year.
Right, fair enough.
It's definitely a good setup, but just sort of the time factor and actually getting theirs with work and the family is a bit of a thing. So
mate, it's a strain. I totally get it. Yeah,
mate. Like I said, with your young fella and stuff, that's the priority, mate. So you got to look after the family.
But the only thing I sort of can't do at home that I can do there is obviously big power hammers. But
you can turn up there anytime and fucking knock down some stock and go back.
Well, that's more or less the thing. So
yeah,
Bruce said I'm still welcome, obviously, so that's all right. So I can pop in and do what I need to. So
you got a couple of fucking power hammers stuck to each fucking shoulder, mate. I don't know what your excuse is. Yeah, look at you.
I'll put my camera on this fucking phone.
For people who haven't met Richard in person, he's a fucking giant, honestly.
Well, you're still bigger than me, aren't you?
I don't know about that, mate.
No, I mean, like,
Oh, this is just going downhill further and further. We should have signed off, but we just want to let you on for a little bit of a birthday pleasure.
Anybody still listening? Dalmore, I'm out. Keep me in mind next time you're thinking of buying me one. All right, here we go.
We're signing out. Richard, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on last minute, mate. Happy birthday.
Do one on a Monday so I can come for longer.
You can come longer on Mondays.
Indeed.
Well, fair enough
Nice.
then. I am intrigued. All right. Take care, boys.
All right. See you, everyone.
See you later. Bye.